This is let the games begin, as far as I can see. I mean, I think this is an absolute decision on a very clean decision on the deal. It's very clear. It might be challenged by the Justice Department. I don't know, but I think that people have been sitting and waiting for this decision. I think you're going to see more M&A move quickly in the market. I think some of the smaller players are going to be gobbled up. And I think, it's the time of a massive change where these big tech companies, direct distribution to the consumer, really the big play here, and that's what people are going to go for. We only have one major studio, I think, left out there, and that's Paramount. And you wonder what's going on over at CBS and Viacom, and Paramount's over at Viacom. You got to look at that. You got to look at someone like John Malone, who's been an advocate of consolidating content for some time. I really think that there's going to be a lot of movement in the marketplace now as a result of this decision finally being made.
Hampton is someone who's spent many a time sitting in a courtroom and listening to results from judges. Yesterday, Judge Leon, both what he wrote and the comments he made, how unusual was that in terms of this outcome?
Well, it certainly shocked all of us who were in the courtroom. The courtroom was packed. You could feel the tension. You could almost cut it with a knife before the judge started to speak. And to pick up on what Kay was just talking about, a real surprise in the courtroom was the idea that not only was it approved and it was a clear win for AT&T Time Warner, but the no conditions piece. Some of us had speculated that, number one, it was uphill for the government all the way, and the general consensus going in was people thought AT&T would, quote, win, but they thought conditions might be attached, either related to possible arbitration of one kind or another. What the government, frankly, was hoping for, that, okay, the deal would get approved, but AT&T and Time Warner would be forced to divest itself of perhaps DirecTV or a controlling interest in the Turner networks. Obviously, those things didn't happen. The judge flat out said, this deal should go forward with no conditions. We've had 18 months of delay. And his strong admonishment of the government basically not to seek a stay and think twice about going for an appeal. Collectively, all of that, just added to kind of the totality of the AT&T Time Warner legal victory here.
That's a good point, Hampton. And Kay, given the clarity of the ruling, given the motivated buyers that we have, you've already talked about sort of this sense that there are not that many nice houses left on the block. What do you think happens to multiples here? How much do these buyers risk overpaying for assets that are left?
Well, I think that the prices will go up, and I think one of the big beneficiaries is going to be Murdoch, because I do think that the Comcast-Disney battle for the News Corp properties, their content properties, is going to escalate now. I think very likely that Brian Roberts is willing to pay up. He's stepped up already. He may step up again. Disney may have to respond to that. I think that's very likely, and I think that those prices will go up, and they will bring up other prices with them. I'm pretty confident in that.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.